Hello everyone, and welcome to Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC. We do everything DIY, and today we have a service call for this 2-pipe fan coil unit. Thank you to everyone tuning in to Jumperman Tech. Today we have a service call for this 2-pipe fan coil unit. It is super high up, and I am super tight up here. Let's see what's going on. If you guys remember, I actually worked on this unit a little while back. There was a thermostat here that had no board in it. Like, it was just like a box. It was just like the framing for the thermostat. So we installed it and we got it going. So let's see, system is currently off. We're reading 50 degrees in here. Got some sprinkler pipes. We definitely don't want that to burst. It's about 12 degrees Fahrenheit outside. So I'm gonna start by putting this system in heat and raising the temperature. You guys hear that? That must have been the valve actuator opening. It was really noisy. And this was the one with all the bird droppings. And there was an unhatched egg up here before. Oh man, they're still here. Man, nobody cleaned this up? Jesus. Hold on a second, I feel some heat. I feel some heat. I'm trying to get up here. This valve actuator was making noise for sure. Let me see. Pipe is hot. Feel some heat. Right, hold up. Let me get my thermometer out of my pocket. Let's see what we got. Plus, this unit just blows right into this wall. It's just a dead end. That's my thermometer. Man, this thing's so cold, doesn't even start. Thermometer's done. All right, I feel the pipes. They're both hot, and I feel heat up here. This thing is freaking working, man. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? Let's pay attention to the orientation of this valve actuator. You see the knob is like facing towards the left. Looks like there's a 1 and a 1 here and then a 2 here. All right, looks like it's facing towards a 2. Let's turn this off and see what's going on. And it looks like if we take off these screws here, should be able to, might need to take out the knob for that to read it electrically. It's really hard to even get into this unit from the other side. All right, well, I'm gonna turn it off. Let's listen to the valve actuator and also watch the orientation. Let's see if I can set my camera out. All right, let's see if I can leave my camera there. Let's pay attention to the valve actuator and listen to it. I'm gonna turn off the heat right now from the thermostat. All right, it's turning, but it really sounds bad. It's definitely doing its thing. It's getting power. Let's turn it back on and see the orientation and listen to it as well. I'm gonna go back down the ladder and turn it on. Okay, it definitely turned, but it really sounds bad. It's definitely struggling. It might be a intermittent issue where it might work and then it doesn't. So let's see. Looks like there's some threads here. Let's see if I could just loosen that up and take it off. Okay, I see. So it just pushes down on this knob to allow flow, and that's it. Alright, so I got this thing pulled out right now. Let's look inside. That piece pushes in or pushes back, and that's how that valve opens. Let's see, we're calling for heat. We're in this orientation. And this piece looks like, I can't tell if it's pushed in or out, so I'm gonna turn, see the depth that the black ring is on. I'm gonna turn it off and see where it's at to see how this works. In my opinion, it seems like when it pushes in, it opens the water flow, and it's on the return side of the valve. I'm gonna try to do this quick. Off. Okay, you see it's pushing in. Okay. So for this valve actuator, okay, so what it does is actually the opposite of what I was thinking. When it pushes it in, it should close the water flow. When it pulls out, when this pushes in, it closes the water flow. When it pushes out, it actually opens the water flow. Do you pay attention to the ring? Do you see how it's outwards right now? How it's outwards? I'm gonna try to get a picture of it as well. Now I'm gonna put it to heat again. And let's watch this. See if we can catch it on camera. It's a little hard to get close-ups. You're gonna see that ring starting to pull in. It's turning. It's going in. Moved in. I don't know if you caught that on the video. So if you look at that black ring, it's now inside of a white ring. The picture will show you clearer. So the valve does respond, but it just makes a lot of noise. So technically, if it pushes out when you call for heat, that means we should be getting heat right now. We should be getting heat right now. Try to set this up. It's a tight spot. Okay, so we have this spring here. When it calls for heat, this is out. When you stop the flow, it pushes this thing in. See how it just moves this little needle here, the spring. That's all that valve actuator does. It's a huge air gap here, not helping the situation. It's very cold, very cold. Like I said, it's like 12 degrees outside, but temps are already coming up. It's already 55. Let's give this thing some time and also look into that valve. Alright, I got some temperature clamps on here. It's not the best position for my phone, but I don't want to put it anywhere on these bird droppings. So let's see, the suction to meet my supply is 143.5 and my return is 134.4. Whoops, let me grab that phone, it's about to fall. So that's with the valve off. Right? I mean the valve actuator off. So I feel heat here, so we definitely have heat. I'm gonna put it back on and we're gonna test it and we're gonna watch the temperatures on these probes and see what's going on. Okay, caught it. To be honest, it was pretty loose when I took it off. Okay. Well, right by my hand. I'll try to tighten that up. Okay. Now, I'm gonna come down and watch it through my phone. And let's see what we get. Switch the fan to on instead of auto. Currently we're heating. So we have a 147 degree supply, 138 degree return. Looks like we got about a 10 degree TD or so. Now, let's just satisfy the temperature. Hopefully this can even go down. Yeah. So I'm gonna satisfy. I'm gonna put it to 49 so that valve should close. Okay, I hear it. It's making noise, definitely struggling. Fan on option doesn't work. There might not be a G wire on this. All right, let's see what happens. Let's give it a few minutes. It looks like we lost that TD, and it looks like we're probably gonna equalize in temperature. Water's gonna become stagnant. All right, so after a few minutes, we pretty much equalized in temperature. I'm gonna raise the thermostat now. Let's put it to 70. When it stops blinking, you're gonna get the call. And let's watch those temperatures. Heat is on. I hear that valve actuator making some noise. Let's see what happens. We should have a temperature difference. We're looking probably for about 10 degrees. We have quite a difference right now. Not getting those hot temperatures anymore. All right, gave it a little bit of time. Got a 145 supply, 136 return. Okay. The thermometer set up through my multimeter at the moment. Oops. So we got 119 degrees supply air. So the unit is doing its job. I'm gonna take off this valve actuator for now. Should get that in there. In case this thing is acting up. In case it's acting up at times. To where sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You can tell by the noise. I'm gonna take this out. Now I'm gonna watch the temps and make sure we don't lose heat. And like that, I'll quote them for a new valve actuator. And that would be that. Let's see. These are my current temperatures, and we still have that split. So that's telling me that this valve is allowing water to pass through, so we should get heat. Let me give it some time and make sure it stays that way. All right, after about 10 minutes or so, this is what we have. Almost 150 degrees supply, 140 return. So we got that 9-10 degree TD, and we have even better temperatures now. So, yep, I'm gonna quote them for a new valve actuator. Let's get the model off that Siemens valve actuator and confirm our voltage. Control is using 208 volts made by Siemens, and that's that. System is heating. Temps are coming up slightly. I keep opening this door, and that gap is a big problem. One thing to point out is the design of this. They put a drop ceiling here. They open up the ceiling tiles because you can't get heat from it. You've got this huge fresh air damper coming in there, and that unit just sitting in there blowing right at the wall with so many things in its way. Heat rises, so this really ain't gonna do the job, but it is now working. I'm gonna wrap this video up here. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe as I come out with new videos every week. Catch you all next time.